Well, they've just come out of the oven, little things, and the oven has been on for about 20 minutes. And here are two earrings, and at the top you can see what's going to be a little replacement earring for the one of Simon's that the solder broke. So it hasn't taken very long at all. Okay, now they've just come out of the oven, and what I need to do is get them off the plate. There you go, they come off quite easily. And now you can see it's just a little disc of actually clay, it seems, yeah? And you can see there's even the fuzzy bit where it didn't 100% come out cleanly when I made it, but I've made an indent on it as a little pattern from a commercially bought stamp like this, and I've stamped it in the clay so there's like a little relief. And then that's going to be Simon's little earring. And then these ones, oh, that's perfect. These ones, I did a similar thing. I've got a disc, and I stamped a little, oh, you can see it like that. I stamped a little flower shape in it. I've got to clean it up, and I've also used it to stamp the Mille Fiori around. So what I used was Sugarcraft little cake things, where you press them into the icing and you make little like primroses, and they're so cute because what they can do is they push it out like that, like boom, pushes it out. So I've made one in there, and these is my friend Lizzie's birthday tomorrow, so I'm going to make her some silver earrings with some, you'll recognise these, little amethyst beads, which I'm going to have one shiny and one not shiny. Where's the shiny one? One shiny and one not shiny. They're going to hang down next to it. So what this is 99% pure silver, which is amazing to me. That's the next one. They're very delicate at this stage because they've only been hardened in the oven. Now if I had the time, I could have, I suppose. It says, you know, you can leave them to dry at room temperature. Now because this is actually silver clay, which is clay mixed up with, well, I think it's like paper clay actually, mixed up with proper silver molecules, I don't know, silver powder I think. I'm just going to collect it all because eventually I can you know, wet it down and I can recycle it. So it's quite precious stuff. It comes in a little packet like this. This one is 20 grams, and I think it costs about £36, something like that. So, now I'll show you the big trick. You get baby wipes, okay, so you can't really see. You get baby wipes, something like this, and you just clean away very delicately because it might break. I'll show you with this one because it's probably easiest. Okay, look there, you see, you can see the kind of rough edge. So I'll just smooth it away. Just smooth it away, and you can kind of aim for a beveled edge maybe if that's what you want. You can see I'm smoothing it away. I'm still supporting the middle of it so that it's, you know, it's not going to snap. If it does snap, it's a bit of a drama, but it's not insoluble. And then in the flour, so you can see I've cleaned out the outside a little bit, and then the flour, I'm just going to, it's my theory anyway. Oh my god, that's fabulous. There you go. Check. Ha! Look at that. Okay, so it's going to be a little earring with a sort of a flower bitten out of it. And before I dried it in the oven, I made a little hole, so I'll put a jump ring through that later. Here's the gas stove. I'm just going to put on the gas on one of the rings. This is a nice good ring, it gets really hot. And then I put this kind of metal gauze on top, and I wait until the gauze glows red. Which metals are starting to glow red. And that's where I'm going to put the little pieces. I've got a tweezer, and I've put the one earring in that bit. Watch it flame up. Great. The other one in. Watch it flame up. It's going to flame up now. And then I count a minute on the timer. And that's all the extra stuff burning off, like the clay and the whatever it is. And they've got to now cook there, and that's them firing and getting hard. And they look like nothing when they come out, they just look like white discs because it's all oxidized. And then I'll show you how under this, it's kind of like a suede brush, I'll show you how just by buffing it and brushing it, it turns into silver. It's absolutely amazing. So they're burning on the gas, normal gas stove in your house. Some people use a gas cooker ring, you know, like people use for camping. You don't need anything more specialist than this if you're going to use, you know, if you're just going to make small stuff. My teacher who makes things commercially, she still only uses a gas cooker ring. That's really well. The cooking, nothing changes, doesn't smell or anything like that. I think they shrink a little bit, I think it's 10%. So they might look, you know, a little bit thinner than when you started, but probably not in a disappointing way. And that's a minute. And then I'll switch them off and I'll just quickly dunk them into some water. And that's really part of the hardening process too. In the water they just go whoosh, you can hear. Right, and then that's the end of them. Let's get this little guy. And it's amazingly heavy when you pick them up because they look like paper or clay. And but actually it's silver now, that's pure silver. So it's 99%. There. Okay, I'm back in the studio. They've come out of the fire, and if you have a look at them, you can see they're white. And listen, it's pure metal. Now, watch this space. I'll take one of the big ones, and here's one of the silver brushes. It's really like just a thin suede brush, and it's thin enough if one day I make rings it can go inside. And I will now just take off the oxidizing, and I'll just do half so you can see. Actually, I can compare it to the other one. Let me just do this one on the front. These are quite spiky if you get your hand in the way, but it's so fantastic. This is really the best bit. Ah, look at that. Okay, so this is the one I didn't do. And oops, I can't get to where the camera is. Look, this one I've just done. Don't know if that looks super shiny silver. Oh, don't know if you can really look there. Can catch the light. If that looks shiny silver to you, this one. Well, it's exquisite. It's just exquisite. So you carry on buffing it, and that's the thing that takes perhaps the longest time. And you've got these kind of things, just different grades of sandpaper, which is kind of sandpaper sponge, and you just go for it back and front. Actually, that would be quite nice if you could see that. So that's the shiny side, and then I flip over to the side I haven't actually done yet, and you can see it really is just white, and there's the shiny side again. So you just carry on buffing it to reveal the silver. There's half and half. And it's proper silver, and it won't break. You can hear, I mean, I've made it relatively thin, like a little coin. In fact, these remind me of coins that I always imagine you could dig up in a field, you know, just this brilliant treasure trove of coins, but these ones are made at home, like all good things. That's just the beginning of its polishing. and that's going to be an earring.